Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm TARFUAH. I'm from Ghana in West Africa. I noticed I've been getting a lot of subscribers lately, so I think it's important to introduce myself again. So I'm TARFUAH from Ghana in West Africa. I'm currently in law school in the States. I'm getting ready to go to class, but I wanted to make this video quickly to tell you guys about how I was able to come from Ghana to United States to go to law school, to tell you how the whole process went for those of you who are introduced of course for those of you who are interested in pursuing law in the States. Okay, so first things first, law here is different from law in Ghana. So for law in Ghana, you can just finish SHS and then move to law school. It doesn't work like that over here. Law school in the States is treated as a postgraduate course. That means you need a bachelor's degree to go to law school here. Without a bachelor's degree in any course, you don't have to specialize in any course specifically. You can do political science or any other thing, I don't know. I did political science, so it comes easily to my mind, or English or business, anything. Yeah, so you can do any of that and then apply to law school in the States. I wouldn't say you need a high GPA. You don't really need a high GPA, but it helps depending on the kind of law school you want to go to. You also have two options. Okay, I know of two options. I don't know of the rest. You can write the GRE or the LSAT. What I do know is minority of the schools, just a few schools that accept GRE if you want to do law, not masters in law, but actual law school, JD. It's called JD over here, Juris Doctor. So a few schools accept GRE for that, but all the schools accept LSAT. So if you want to increase your chances of getting admission, I'd recommend the LSAT. So this whole thing is about my journey through the LSAT. And first things first, I can't stand here and lie and say, it was enjoyable and it was good. It's the hardest thing that I've ever had to do. The hardest thing that I've ever had to do. I don't think I'll ever come across any challenge in life that... Oh, can you hear the train? Sorry. Okay, so it's the most difficult thing I've ever had to do. It took me a while. It took me close to a year to actually study for it and get good grades. That's how difficult the LSAT was. I don't know what accounts for that difficulty. I don't know if it was because of maybe the education system in Africa, because our education system is more geared towards retentive memory, but the LSAT deals with analytics, like logical thinking, analytical reasoning, a little bit of reading comprehension too. So yeah, I guess that helps, but that was how it was. I was working whilst I was studying for the LSAT. There were days when I was depressed. Did I say days? I'm sorry. There were months where I was depressed continuously, wanting to give up. But I just think this. If you really are passionate about wanting to do law, and it's not just about wanting to come to the States for just any course, you will be able to get through it, because it's something that will drain you, and at the end of the day it will be the passion. That's all that will be left to drive you. If it's about just wanting to be a lawyer because maybe you want money or something, I mean, there are people like that who still go through the LSAT and come out. I'm just saying, for all the stress and all the worry and everything, you would absolutely need some form of passion to get through the stress. It wasn't easy for me. I think I'll include some videos here showing you how the entire process was. Okay, so happy birthday to me. It's been a while since I made a video diary, so hi. And it's my birthday. And I'm still studying. And it's not fun, and it's frustrating, and it's light out in this house and my battery is at 20%, and this is not an ideal birthday. There's corona and my mom won't even let me go out to chill or something. So happy birthday to me. Hopefully in October, when I release all these videos on WhatsApp, it will be with some good news as well. Bye.
you. Then I began to say so repeat. That then die. It be so. I have my chill. See me simple.
Hi, it's me. So I made a huge milestone today. I didn't let time rush me. I took my time and solved this fucking LR. And I had 22 over 26 LR. Thank you, Jesus. I'm so grateful. Oh God, thank you. Oh God, let's talk to my group. Anyway, that's it. Bye. Bye-bye. Well done. So it's just 7 days to my paper. 7 days, 6 hours. Paper is on Thursday. Anyway, it's the craziest because I'm so stressed out. I'm not sleeping. I'm not eating. I'm not doing anything. Just studying every day. It's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life so far. I also took LSAT classes, so I took those as well. I have friends who went to some places and they were told to go and look for their own scholarships. Go look for your own scholarship, come and then they'll take care of the application for you. Still charging serious exorbitant amounts of money, and it was crazy. But I was lucky to find a place where the price was fair and they handled everything for me. Basically all I had to do was study for the LSAT and write the test. They took me through my applications, the scholarship process, even my traveling process. They basically helped me through everything. I think I will leave their number on the screen. If you're interested, you can hit them up, find out the details and see if it's something you would also be interested in. I know they even take foreign students, so yeah, that's just something to know. Anyway, so that was my process. I took the LSAT, I passed. I remember I took it online. It was during the COVID period, and the first day I took it, I sat down for the test. I think it's almost close to 3 hours. Did the test, did everything, and then get into like the last 5 minutes, light out. And I'm on the computer. I was on a desktop. I was using a desktop. I can't tell you how I screamed and how my heart dropped in me. I mean, registration is $215, and putting that price in Ghana cedis, anyway, I think we are talking more than 2,000 Ghana cedis. Yes. And when the light out happened, it wasn't easy for me. I was so depressed. I called the LSAC office that day. I was losing my mind, and then they gave me the option to take the test again. So another test after all the studies, another test again the next week. So I think it was the next week Thursday, yeah. So the next week Thursday, I went to take the test again. I was praying nothing would go wrong, and thankfully nothing went. I mean, the first few minutes of me taking the test, they'll pull up the screen, and I think you're supposed to click start at the end of the day, and then your portal will allow you to start. And I couldn't even see the start button. That's how nervous I was. When you study for a whole year for something you're really passionate about, and then that moment comes, and it's like these few 3 hours is going to decide everything for you. It's crazy. It was an experience. So yeah. It took me over 10 minutes to even see that start button. My tutor also angry with me, and it's counted into my time, but I had trained to the extent where I was finishing and leaving some minutes even before time was up. So those 10 minutes didn't really affect much. Thank God. And yeah, I took the LSAT, so I passed, and then I began my application process. So I applied to a number of schools. I heard back from, I think I applied to about 8 schools or so, and I was accepted to, I think I was accepted to 6. Yes, I was accepted to 6 out of the 8 schools. with all of them giving me my scholarship offers and everything. It took a long time for me to make my decision, but I eventually settled. And then it was up to traveling process this time. Another strenuous process, filling my DS-160 form, getting it was a whole lot. But my tutor took me through everything, so took me through the whole travel process. I remember my interview the day before the interview, I didn't sleep. And I told him I wasn't going to be able to sleep. I mean, there are questions you have to practice. Obviously, they're going to ask you, why do you want to go to the United States? Why do you want to practice law? So I've written down my answers, how passionate I am, and I'm trying to remember. I don't want to fumble anything. And I kept repeating, and then I even got to a time I was using Snapchat, so I was videoing myself saying it so that I could just watch it when I had nothing doing, just watch it. Or even when I was bathing, I'll just play the video and listen to myself saying it until everything really stuck in my head. And there was a time when I actually filmed it on Snapchat, so I was talking about why I want to study law in the United States. After filming it on Snapchat, I was sending it to a friend to ask him his opinion, and mistakenly I posted it on my Snapchat for everyone to see. But particularly due to its outstanding medical legal partnership clinic. Health law is a branch of law I am really passionate about, and the medical legal partnership clinic invites students with the medical legal partnership model, social determinants of health, and how access to health can impact health outcomes, and how access to justice can impact health outcomes. I believe that participating in this learning experience will equip me with the skills in research and advocacy pertaining to public health policy, compliance, and regulatory audits. So I had friends texting me, my friends from SHS, like, Papa, what is this? I'm like, oh, it's a prank. Oh God, it was crazy. The night before was crazy. My friend Aram, whom I went to pick from the airport, if you've watched my previous video, you see I went to pick a friend from the airport. Yeah, I studied the LSAT with her. She came to sleep over at my side, so we were practicing the questions together. It was a scary process because after all 1 year of studying, money for application to law school, and then after that, the visa embassy was just going to tell you no. We practiced. Oh God, did we practice? So we did that, and then the next morning my dad saw how scary the whole process was. He went to drop us at dawn. I think my interview was around 9 a.m. and Aram was around 10 a.m. My dad went to drop us around 6 a.m. By 6 a.m. we were there. We saw a long queue at the US embassy, and we saw some people coming out, like some students. When they come out, they'll put their hands on their head like, no. I'm like, oh God, no, they are bouncing before, I don't want to go. My dad told me he has spoken to God. God sent this, and that's actually worry. We got into the embassy, we're in a queue, but eventually we got in. About 10 people before me, 10 people, every single person was being bounced. Anytime someone was bounced, I'll just put my hand on my knees and my hands, because I couldn't call my parents and tell them it didn't work out. After all of this hard work, it was a scary process. And then finally I got to my person, and she asked me. My heart started beating, like I could feel myself shaking. I'm already a very nervous person. I'm awkward, socially awkward. I started shaking. I could feel, oh God. But I started answering the questions. I remembered everything. Like, I know why I want to go to law school. I know why I want to do it in this day. So I started answering my questions and everything. She asked about 2 or 3 questions, and she was like, okay, congratulations. She took my passport. After that, basically everything she said after that, I didn't hear. After congratulations, I didn't hear anything else. I was just like, oh, thank you. I think she was even telling me how to pronounce my state, because I pronounced it wrongly when I was telling her why I wanted to come. So she was like, it's pronounced this way. That I wasn't listening to it. I was like, thank you. And then I got out, and people saw me. The one was shaking. I was raising my hand, thanking God, even before leaving. And people were laughing. I didn't even care. So I got out. I was waiting for Iram because hers was 10 a.m. I was so nervous. She also came out. She had gotten approved. We went home. My mom prepared jollof for us that day. We sang praises to God. Okay, hi, good morning. So today is the day we go for a visa interview, and you guys will believe what happened. So yesterday I was practicing my questions, and after practicing them, I was practicing them on Snapchat, you know, talking to myself, giving myself the answers, so that I would look at the videos and analyze what was happening, and mistakenly I posted it. The whole world was going to know I was going to visa interview. So after 10 minutes or so, yeah, I quickly deleted it when I was alerted to what was happening. I think my boyfriend told me. That was such a scary experience for me. Yeah, but we slept around 1. We woke up around, my mom came to wake us up around 4:25 a.m. Right now it is 4:53. We are done bathing and everything. We are going downstairs to iron and, you know, just get ready. My interview is 9:30 a.m. ARAMS is 10 a.m. and we are as prepared as we can be. So unto the Lord be the glory. Great things He has done. Unto the Lord be the. So I'm about to leave. That's my mom. That's my dad. That's my brother with my bag. Why did you say something? You know my monthly salary, $100. Did you have any other ridiculous thing to add? Thank you. Really? And we started taking care of my tickets, who I was coming to stay with before my, you know, the apartment would be ready. That was also another headache. What else am I forgetting? So I think one thing that really helped me get through the LSAT was having a community of friends around me to push me. I remember saying that during the entire process, I deleted all my social media. I deleted WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and I think that is how I even fell in love with YouTube, because at that time I didn't think of YouTube as a site that could distract me. I wasn't into YouTube, so anytime I got bored during the LSAT, I'll just go to YouTube, and I was like, okay, I have to document this process because it was killing me, and that's how I got introduced to YouTube. But having a group of friends that I was studying with, it got to a time we basically lived together and we were studying together. It was really helpful. We pushed each other, and now we are all here together. So that was one thing that really helped me in my LSAT exam, and now I'm in law school. It has prepared me for law school because the reading is crazy, but I went through it in the LSAT, so I feel like there's nothing I can do. Yeah, and another thing that was unfortunate was, you know, around, I guess that's when that's the fall, that's when the new school year begins. So a lot of students are traveling, and then the ticket prices go up, and my ticket price was like $1,000. That's like 10,000 Ghana cedis. That was so depressing. That broke my heart to see that money go, but it went. And then I came to the States and I started filming for you guys my journey to law school and everything. But basically, this has been my process. I think I have to go now. I'm not having a watch, sorry. But I know my bus will be coming soon because I have class. So yeah, this is it. If you have enjoyed it, please like, share to anyone you know who would be interested in going to law school in the States. I will remember to put the number of my tutor there in case anyone is interested in taking the LSAT or the GRE. And yeah, that's it. It's been nice. So I hope you had fun. Take care. Beautiful week. God bless. Bye.